What's up YouTube, welcome back to Whacked Out eCig. This is not a review, it's just an update video. I want to tell you guys what's going on because there's been a big gap in reviews and updates and activity basically in a while. The reason for that is I'm at university and right now it's exam week. It's coming up to summertime and all my assignments have been due and essays and exams are all next week. So I want to put up a review and this video so to hold you over for next week, and then I can really start pumping out the reviews. But yeah, just want to take this video to explain to you what's going on. So upcoming reviews, first of all, this thing is really cool, very bright in the light. It's a white mod. It's called the Smoant Night V1 and the tank that's on it is the Talos V1. This is interesting. What it is basically it takes a single 18650 battery that fits into there, has this thing that drops, has this silicone kind of plastic thing that sits on the top, blocks that up, and then it's a side-by-side kind of mod where the tank can fit into the side and you can take it out. It takes anything up to 23 millimeters, I believe, and yeah, very cool. I think there's even a little Allen key in there that you can adjust the positioning of the 510. I'll have to use it a lot longer. I've only had it a couple days now, but I'm really digging this thing. It's really interesting. So that's one. The second thing is the review that will go up right after this video, and it's stabilized wood door replacements for the Sigeli 75 watt. It's just an accessory. It's nothing new in the mod game, but it's something to take a regular mod and turn it into a high-end looking mod, if that makes sense. So yeah, these doors don't improve the performance of the mod, but they make a hell of a difference with how it looks and how it feels. Next up for the reviews, we have this starter kit, and it's called the iJust Start Plus. It's by eLeaf and it's incredible. This little battery, I'll put it up next to the Sigeli. You can see that it's tiny compared to it. It has a 1600 milliamp hour battery, which for a starter kit is phenomenal, really impressive. The tank holds 2.5 mils of juice and the flavor is really good, and the coils inside that come with it, I'm not sure if they're interchangeable, but with any other kinds I'll have to do more research on that, but the ones that come with it are 0.75, and that's about what I build for like the Uber tube for my mouth to lung kind of low wattage, low voltage vape with really good flavor, and I'm loving this starter kit. The only thing is there's no adjustable airflow, but it has the system of the aromomizer with a silicone band, like a vape band kind of thing that you put on and you can adjust the airflow with that. It's not ideal, but if you want to change things around, they give you that option, kind of. Yeah, if you don't want to wait for that review, head over to ecigarettes.ca. I'll put the link in the description and you can pick this up. It's nice. Inside of this tank, I have that good shake, and it's a chocolate banana milkshake. Oh, this is so good. If you've been watching these reviews for a very long time, you would have seen the evaporated eliquid review, and one of the flavors is called a Chocolates Now, and it's a chocolate banana kind of flavor, the same kind of thing. This is better in my opinion. It's not as strong, which is nice when it comes to bananas and chocolate. So overall, I like this one better. This is definitely worth trying. The review will be coming soon. I'll probably pair it with this starter kit. Maybe not, because they're from two different places. But if you're downtown Toronto, either completely downtown or by the beaches, head over to the eCig Flavorium. We sell it in there and it's $15.99 or $16.99 for a 30 ml bottle. Really good price for how it tastes and the quality. The final thing that I have on the review list, I guess, is this e-liquid called Ethos Crispy Treats, and we also sell this at the e-cig Flavorium, but I didn't buy this bottle. A regular customer, part-time worker slash avid watcher of this channel, so thank you for all your support, Justin. He came in and he didn't want to keep vaping this, so he asked me if I wanted it, and I said I don't really like this liquid, but at the same time I haven't tried it that much, so I'll give it a try. And literally 5 minutes after that, I filled up a tank of it and I'm hooked on this stuff right now. At the store we call it crispy crack because it is addictive and it's really nice. Disclaimer, there's no actual crack in this e-liquid. So yeah, this is coming up soon. It's affordable as well, which is nice, and it's basically like the picture shows, Rice Krispie treats. I'm not really sure if that will have any kind of copyright problem. I don't think so, because anyone can make Rice Krispie treats, but they are called crispy treats, so I don't know. The second update is for the vapor advocates of Ontario. Anyone in Ontario, and this can be shown obviously to anyone else in the world, on April 9th, I'm pretty sure it's the 9th, last Saturday, all the vapors in Ontario got together to protest, march, and rally against Bill 45 and the government and their stupid ideas on vaping. Basically, we all got together at Bay and Bloor, if you're familiar with Toronto, Bay and Bloor Street, and then we marched all the way down to Queen's Park, and then we held a big rally like we did December 5th of last year. So that was a lot of fun. A lot more commotion went on this time, considering like we had a march, which is always a bit more work to do. But yeah, I had a really good time. I was periscoping the whole thing from the ecig Flavorium Periscope account. So if you have Periscope or if you have Twitter, it might be on there as well. Right up here, at ecig Flavorium, and you can watch the entire thing. It's like 2 hours, but if you can wait maybe like half an hour to 45 minutes until we get to the actual kind of speeches and rallying part of it, it's a lot of fun and a lot of good information to watch and listen. Now, there's a couple things that are stemmed from my opinion that I want to bring into this, and the first thing is the news companies that are there. If you were there in Toronto on that day, Queen's Park, and you were vaping part of the rally and everything, and the news companies asked you to blow a cloud for the camera, and you did it without talking any positives about vaping, you were just kind of there as a prop for them to show massive amounts of clouds. That pisses me off so much, because okay, the people that are there, the reporters, their job is just to report on what's happening. They don't really have a bias, and even if they do, it doesn't matter, because they're just there to record things, and they're told what to record, and then they send it off to the editing team. The editing team and the producers then put together a story of what they want the public to see. And what they want the public to see is people blowing massive clouds and being loud and angry, and that's exactly what they did. So, you know, there weren't that many people that were blowing clouds, but whoever was there blowing clouds, they made it a point to show that and make it look very intimidating. So, I don't know, okay, personally, I don't have a problem with people blowing clouds, right? What you want to do with your body is 100% up to you. I'm no one to tell you what to do and what not to do. However, when it comes to the media and the perception of vaping, you need to at least understand the effect of your actions and how blowing clouds for a camera, and especially you don't know what voiceover they're going to put over that. It's just not a good idea, and for the most part, it makes vaping look bad, even though we have the information on it and we know that it's not. We know that secondhand vapor basically does not exist. It still looks really fucking annoying. Okay, so now that is out of the way, the second thing is a company, should I mention them? Yeah, I should mention them. Flavor Crafters. This is the only one I've heard about. Apparently, there were other companies doing it too, but Flavor Crafters were there at the rally and they were handing out samples of e-liquid to people. Now, on a base level of what they say they were doing, which is just a kind gesture of handing out small samples of e-liquid to people who took time out of their day on a cold day to support vaping, I think that was really nice of them. Okay, that's one side of it. The other side of it is that if they were caught doing that by the police kind of patrolling there and everything, the whole rally would have been shut down because it was not allowed. And that pissed off an incredible amount of people, and the whole mob mentality got onto it, and it kind of fucked them up. The two sides of this is, yes, I believe that that was incredibly dumb to an extent to be handing out stuff at a rally, like in front of Parliament and stuff. There are rules, and you should be aware that there are rules, and I think you should probably even ask to do that kind of thing before you do it. However, there was no disclaimer by the Vapor Advocates of Ontario telling people not to do that, so I can kind of give them the benefit of the doubt when it comes to ignorance, I guess. But yeah, I would like to know what you guys think of this, because I think it caused a big problem for flavor crafters, because the mob mentality kicked in and everyone went, not everyone, I can't blame everyone, but a lot of people went to their Facebook page and left a 1-star review just shaming them basically for doing something like that and possibly hurting the industry, that kind of thing, right? Um, I personally think that's a horrible thing to do. Okay, they resolved the issue, they apologized, they explained what happened. We kind of moved past it, and everyone now, for the most part, can see into the future and say, in the future, no one's gonna do something that stupid, okay? But when it comes to reviewing a website or a company, especially on a huge social platform like that, it could be really damaging, especially for one mistake. Being able to review a company on Facebook and websites and stuff like that is for, the basic stuff that a company provides, their customer service, their flavors when it comes to e-liquid, stuff like that. And yes, kind of ethics and morals of the business go into that to an extent. But if you have never tried their e-liquid before and you have nothing else to say or comment on or review or rate them on except for that one mistake, you are in the wrong, and I think you should retract that, because it's really not fair to the company that maybe they did it on purpose for a marketing ploy. Either way, I don't think that should suffer their business. Maybe it could suffer within the vaping community, but there's a lot more vapors than there are in our community, if that makes sense. Okay, so that was very confusing, and I hope it kind of made sense, but yeah, here's a bunch of pictures and videos of the rally to make you forget about that.
Vape shop, where back in November the idea for Vapor Advocates of Ontario was born. And at that moment I realized the actions that we take today will shape the history of tomorrow, not only for the Ontario vaping industry, but also the industry as a whole. What we all must remember is that it's not important what John or Jane did or what Jack and Jill are going to say. What's important is that we are in the middle of making historic moments. We are the movement, and our movement, the VAO movement, needs to continue on its path. Yeah!
So if you came out and supported the rally and you were part of it, I mean, discarding all the other bullshit, thank you for being there. It does make a difference. If you were just there, if you could only make it through Periscope and watching it online, thank you for kind of keeping me in virtual company. I had a really good time doing that. And if you haven't done it yet, go to vapingisntsmoking.ca and let the government know what you think about Bill 45, because it's really simple and it will make a huge difference. But yeah, that's about it. So I mean, I told you what reviews are coming up. I talked about what's been happening recently. I ranted a bit, and I think that's everything. So I'm about to get back to work, and then as soon as possible, we'll get back to doing consistent reviews. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you again very soon.